Hello, welcome back to my channel. So this week I'll be talking about a lot of things. I will be talking about what to do next if you have your residence permit, like positive decision, the things you have to pack when you're moving to Finland, and also your first day here in Finland. So if you are watching this video and you already have your positive decision from Migri, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. So now, the first thing you're supposed to do is to apply for an apartment. There are different student apartments in each city. So if you're in Kuopio, you have COAS. If you're in Helsinki, you have COAS. If you are in Vasa, you have VOAS. I will leave a link to these different housing companies or student housing companies in the description box. So it's the websites are straightforward, really easy. So you can apply for an apartment there and then they'll get back to you. The second thing you have to consider is your flight. You have to start checking for your flight to Finland. All right, so when you check for your flight in Finland, also make sure you reach out to your university to inform them that you have your positive decision so that they can assign a tutor to you. Now this is important. You really need a tutor if you don't have anyone here in Finland. So if you have a tutor, it's fine, but if you're a university, don't offer tutors to students, then you can make sure you have someone here in Finland that can pick you from the airport, or you can also book a taxi from the airport. It's possible, but if, to be on the safe side, it's good to have a tutor or to have someone you're familiar with, to pick you up from the airport and kind of like help you settle in. Okay. All right, so after that, what you're supposed to do is start packing your bags. You are not, I wouldn't advise you to carry more clothes than food, because it's really cold here in Finland, and especially if you're coming from Africa or you're coming from India, those places are really hot, all right, they're really warm. So most of those clothes won't be useful here. But if you want to carry some, maybe your cultural outfit, just to represent maybe why they're in the university, I personally love that. I really love to like wearing African fabric once in a while. When I was in the university, I was doing that, and now that I'm where I work, I also do that, because just to showcase your culture and something like that. So you can get a couple of those. And then also, if you're a Christian like me, you go to church on Sundays, those African outfits will really help you. All right, so foodstuffs are very important. If you really you love your traditional meals and stuff like that, I'm not talking about perishable ones, the ones that are non-perishable. So if you're coming from Africa, if you want to carry like crayfish, dried vegetables and stuff like that, I'll advise you to please carry them. Maybe a little bit of palm oil, carry if you have space. Why am I saying this? Because especially those of you in those other cities, in Helsinki we have African shops, but they are really expensive though. But the most important thing, at least you see the things, you can buy them. But in those other towns, it's rare, and even if you see them, they are super expensive, more than in Helsinki. So if you can carry your stuff, it will save you a whole lot, so that when you come here, you will not be worrying about food and stuff like that. You can just get the few things that you need to get from the Finnish shops there, and then grocery shops, and then you can go about your day. So make sure you have that. And one more thing I want to mention that you need to pack, make sure you have all your certificates, your birth certificate, insurance, everything. Don't say, oh, I won't need this. Oh, pack all of them. If you've worked where you were working before, that's something very important. And then if you were giving a contract or something like letter of recommendation, please do carry it, because they still look at those here. Trust me, there are some companies, organizations that still look at those things, especially if you've been a teacher or something like that. Any work anyways, just make sure carry any documentation, like I said, that has to do with you. Take it with you, because you don't know, you may need it one way or the other. All right, so those are the things you should pack. I may forget some, but those are the few that I can remember, so, or think of right now. So make sure you carry these things. All right, so now when you arrive in Finland, the first thing you should worry about is how you would get to your apartment. So it's very important. That's why I mentioned a tutor or someone you know, because when you arrive, you cannot be carrying, your luggage and everything, your bags, and maybe you don't even know when you arrive, and then you go there, you're looking for the office. You're not familiar with Finland, but if you have someone pick up the keys to your apartment for you, then it will be easy for you to just meet up with this person, or the person can pick you up from the airport and then take you to your apartment, then you settle in. So that's something you should consider even before you arrive. For example, you arrive here in Helsinki and you're supposed to be in Kuopio, Vasa, Pietarsaari, Joensuu, Jyväskylä, maybe before the next day or stuff like that. You need to arrange for a train ticket. So for me, when I arrived here in Helsinki, I had someone who picked me up anyways. That was why it was easy. So if you get a taxi, then you have to get a taxi to the city center, and then at the railway station you can get a ticket from there. That was where I got my ticket. So you can travel there by train or by bus. So these are the information you can get. So in order to help you with this, you can go to the student group in your city. I know very well that there's one in Kuopio. Check on Facebook, student group in Kuopio, student group in Jyväskylä. Just check, because students are sharing their different. Oh, I'll be arriving on this day. Do you want us to share the same taxi or stuff like that? So those are the kind of things that can help you, or platforms that can help you get more information. That's if you don't have a tutor. All right, so when you arrive and then you get a train to your city, your apartment, try to settle in, and then make sure you check, what's the last day of registration, because when you need to register in person as attending. So make sure you check that so that you're on the right track, even before booking your flight. That's very important. So when you go to school, or you go to campus and register as present or attending, they'll help you there. I know the international office always take care of that. You apply for your student card and everything. All right, so you have to register to the population system here in Finland. That's something you must do during the first few weeks. But for that first day, I think the most important thing is airport, like your transportation from airport to the city center, to your city, to where you're going to by train, or someone to pick up the keys to your apartment. Those are the key things. All right. So, and you can also get a SIM card, prepaid SIM card. You can get it anywhere, any kiosk, you can get it from there. So it's easy to get one. Even at the airport, you can ask. There are kiosks there. Okay, so that's all about the first day, and I think and I know that you will survive it. You will survive it. That's it. You survive. It's not like, I don't want to put fear in you. Like, we are all grown-ups, and in this Asian time, you survive. And Helsinki or Finland is not that big, so you can survive your first day here. Okay, so since you're coming in, so if you're coming in like towards the end of August, early September, you should also be ready. So if you have a pullover or hoodie back home, you can just have it, because it's pretty cold here. I remember when I arrived, it was so cold. that I went to H&M and I bought one of the most expensive jackets, because I just went there and I got the jacket without even thinking. The only thing, I was just thinking about the code. Not I didn't even check the money, because I didn't even know the exchange rate or whatever. So make sure you have a pullover or something, or if someone is picking you up at the airport, you can just tell them to have something with them if you don't have any, just in case. I arrived here in early September, and like, it was so cold. I don't know. The Finnish weather is crazy, because now it's July. I know if you're not used to the cold here, if you come here, you feel like, the chip, like, it's kind of cold, but not that much. Anyways, so we're talking about ending August, early September. It may be, depending on the weather, but just to be on the safe side. All right, so if you set it in, you can start looking for a second-hand shop where to get your utensils, kitchen utensils, because those things are very important, and then grocery shopping and stuff like that. So I think you will settle in here pretty well, especially if you have a furnished apartment, student apartment. So you don't need to, I need to get a bed, need to get a study table and chair. No, so it's easy for you to settle here. All right, so I hope this was helpful to you. Please give this video a thumbs up, and please comment below. Let me know, when are you coming to Finland? When are you moving to Finland? Is it in August, September? Let me know. And if you have any question, you can just comment below. All right, have an amazing week. See you next week. Bye.